You mean you're verified now? You're official. You're a celebrity.
No, definitely not a celebrity.
Follow PAPIFLYY on Instagram. He has a blue check mark. All right, so back here in the Talk Podcast, I'm Lisa.
It's your boy Fly.
And I know we haven't done a podcast in like 2 weeks or so. Had a couple things come up. Well, we had the Clean Culture show, which was Saturday, and that Friday we were not doing anything because somehow we always end up finishing doing this at like 3 or 4 in the morning. Like right now, we started early. We thought we were on time, and it's already 1:12, and we're just starting this.
Still not bad though,
compared to normal.
Because usually we would finish at like 4 on the dot.
Yeah, literally
3:58. Then by the time we go back and all that, it's like 4.
But wait, we only missed 1 week.
So this is probably going to be the week that we missed.
So we missed 2 episodes, but we're back at it. So we had a lot of stuff happen in those 2 weeks anyway.
Yeah, Clean Culture Me was pretty dope.
It was. I enjoyed it. It was chill. We were inside.
You got a good footage, right?
I got a decent footage. I did a little bit. I did it together with my video of installing my bumper and side skirts and all that stuff. But I didn't get that much footage of the show, to be honest.
Yeah, we slacked.
It always happens. Like, I don't know why, but like recording in public gets to me.
I mean, I don't know. At least for me, like recording, I guess we could have done it together. It would have been a lot easier.
100%.
But as like being a vendor is kind of hard because you got to like dedicate yourself.
You got to be there.
To the booth and whatnot, which is shout out to, again, Clean Culture, my boy Nick, you know.
I haven't met him, but he seems dope.
Yeah, he's always hooking it up with the booth and whatnot. Huge shout out to him for sure. And the whole Clean Culture family, of course.
Yeah, it was dope. You had on the flyer booth, it was like 5-6 cars.
It was your SI. It was my SI.
Yeah.
Then it was the MDX.
You mean it wasn't your 9th gen?
No, again, it wasn't. You know what's crazy? Speaking of 9th gen, real quick, we were out. I don't know if you were there when we were talking about. Oh yeah, how long it's been since I had the car out.
Yeah.
And it's about to be a year, 2 months.
It feels longer than that to me.
But honest. It doesn't. I feel like the car hasn't been sitting that long.
Has like 3 inches of dust on top.
And that's that I washed it like 4 months ago. Oh my God, the accumulation of dust. But again, I don't know if I mentioned this, but now we're waiting for Badusi. So he actually finished 1/8 gen. One of our boys, radio.
Oh, you showed me pictures of that.
Radio Flyer on Instagram, and it looks amazing. I love the way it looks. So I'm just waiting for him to free up. He's a busy man, and I'm actually fortunate to have him actually come to the shop and fabricate up and weld everything on the engine bay instead of me taking the car over there. So basically on his time. So I mean, I'm not in a rush.
Obviously.
Clearly. But yeah, waiting on that. And then once we get on that and just finish up a little bit of the wiring that's left, which is not much. And then off to next door to paint. Then go from there.
Sounds easy when you say it, right?
I mean, yeah, one step at a time. Just 3 months each step. That's why I'm almost at a year of the car sitting. But it's going to be worth it. I don't know if I mentioned how the Grom fell and hit my freaking door, scratched and dent the whole back door.
The paint of that car was mint.
Yeah, that's pretty upsetting. But whatever.
It's all right. It's battle scars, right? It doesn't get fixed.
No, it will get fixed. Probably get a whole new door at this point. But again, shout out to Auto Dent Repairs. They're located 1544 Relane next door from us. They do all my paint work. So he said that not to stress it. He'll take care of it, that I'm not going to need another door. So we'll see. I wouldn't want to put another door in.
Hell no.
Is there VINs on the door?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I made that up, but no. There is, because when my door got painted, I wanted the VIN sticker back on it.
Depends the door, maybe. Like the front door.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how that goes, but whatever. The point is that he says I don't need a door. So.
But anyway, I had my 8th gen, your 8th gen, and then you had the MDX. Chris had his Chaser, and then there was the Model 3 that was bagged on your struts.
Yeah, with the nice.
I think that was setup. It, right?
Yeah. Well, then you had in front of us, which was still part of the booth, but he came in a little late.
Oh yeah,
Ventura. With his Sienna Toyota Sienna, brand new.
I would never own a minivan, but that van is fire.
That van is definitely fire.
Super. Sure. It's super simple and it just looks good.
I mean, though, I feel like the new Siennas are just designed so beautiful.
I feel like almost any minivan, like there's minivans you look at, it's like wow, like
yeah. Even the new what replaced the Caravan, the Pacifica.
Yeah,
and that looks dope as hell. I've seen a couple by couple. I mean, literally like
really?
2. Yeah, Cali
for the win.
They get all the cool stuff first.
Cali got the views. Cali got the cool stuff and the overpriced Type R's.
Yep, but that was shifted here, honestly. Which, by the way, I canceled my order on the Type R. I'm completely over it.
Sad day.
Yeah, I was gonna get it.
The hype got killed. That's what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I was trying to do it for business and because obviously I like the Type R, but one, it started with the color. Everybody started getting that color, and I was just like, ugh, over it. And then a customer actually ordered bags for his brand new Type R, and like we kind of wanted to be one of the first ones and stuff like that.
Yeah, I wanted one for no reason. I just wanted it.
Well, to bag it. I mean, both were going to do the same thing to it. But that didn't happen. So, I mean, at least the customer gets to be the first one bagged. I'm kind of fine with that.
Yeah, it's going to be fire. Do you know what color his Type R is?
White. Championship white.
That's the color I wanted too. Yeah. But like I said, it was like the hype died down. Like,
yeah,
we were probably searching for it for like since November. Right?
Yeah.
When was SEMA? November?
Yeah, November.
So 5 months, and it's like the hype is like you get so over waiting and trying to find one and whatever. People charging $15,000, $20,000 over
15 being nice.
Yeah, and it's like it kills the vibe, and especially it's like I want it, but it's not like I don't want it, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, well, I guess you've always wanted it, but when it first came out, we needed it. Like for us, we needed
I was ready to just throw down.
Yeah.
I was willing to pay a little bit over MSRP, but not 20 bands. Like,
yeah.
That's
because
that's a whole nother car. Almost.
Finding it MSRP is pretty tough. Shout out to whoever, if you're watching this and you got the new Type R for MSRP.
Yeah.
Good shit. But I don't know. I kind of got over it. Not like I need another car anyway, but it would have been cool. But for my Type R personally, when it came out, I wanted one, and I didn't wind up getting 3 years later.
Yeah, 2020.
So, yeah, I'm glad I waited though because I got all the updated features and stuff like that. So maybe it's not meant to be until maybe they facelift it or something.
And the new one right now has a recall with the seat brackets and all that stuff. So it's like
that's crazy. There was speaking of that, we were on Facebook and he had mentioned it, and I had seen a couple minutes earlier, and the guy had a recall with his seat, and I guess the technician was messing with the seat.
Disgusting.
Bro, his gloves were gross, obviously.
And the Type R seats, for you guys that don't know, is fully red.
Yeah, completely red. And just see a whole handprint on the headrest. Like, so bad. The dude is actually sat in the car because of it.
He's way too... Bro, like, I'm dropping my car off in the dealer, and that's the first thing I'm checking because I know techs are going to have their dirty hands.
Yeah.
That car will not leave the dealer until
Which is weird, though, because when I was working at Honda, on certain cars, or if not most... They would put a plastic wrap over the steering wheel and a plastic wrap over the seat, especially all red seats.
Exactly.
Like, if you're a tech, you don't get dirty. I'm not a tech, but like I get dirty all the time.
And it's like, not even that. It's like technically that's their flagship car, right? It's like you should treat that one a little bit better.
You know what's crazy? Some guy had commented on it, and he was saying that he had the same issue, so the dealer had to replace
the whole seat.
No, so they replaced the cover. And the cover came off.
I saw that.
And then they installed the cover, and it was all wrinkled. It wasn't tight, and he was pissed.
I saw that. I'd be upset. You're spending, because even MSRP on that car is $47,000 basically.
I'd be annoyed.
So you're spending more than that because very few people got it MSRP.
And he was selling. I'm telling you, he was selling the car. The post was like, "Oh, I'm over it. The recall, this now, blah." It's like, if you can't get me a new seat, I don't want the car anymore.
100%.
Or if you're not gonna pay for a detailer to really
completely
get that
like
out,
that shit has to look mint.
There's no way. Especially I know how I am with my car now, and it's like any little thing I want to throw it out. Imagine buying a real brand new one, a car that's hard to get. You know, you worked hard for it. It's just it hits different. You know what I mean? So I mean, hopefully the dealer fixes it, or
I don't see why they wouldn't.
I mean, parts, you can't get parts for it, so it's like some other dude in the Type R forums, something happened. His front bumper came off. Guess he hit something, and he can't get a bumper because they don't make them yet.
Well, even when I had the 11th Gen Sport, the windshield was cracked, and obviously I want to replace it with OEM. and it was back ordered, and it was 4 months later when they hit me up like, oh, we have the windshield in stock. And at that point I had already sold that car. And so imagine for a windshield, which should be kind of common.
Yeah, because
out of stock.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, because it's all tensions.
Yeah,
really.
11
all 11th gens. Yeah.
So it's like, which I get it, supply shortage still, I guess, still going on. It's a hot mess, but that's wild. I can't imagine. I still want a Type R, but
It makes you not want to drive it though. So you get a brand new car like that, and it's like
you can't get nothing for it.
Yeah, so it's like it's scary to drive it on the road. God forbid something happens. Like now
you hit a cat or something.
Right. I didn't want to talk about the cat that hit me. I didn't hit a cat.
He was looking at your car.
Bro, I was driving home from work, and I'm literally just chilling. All of a sudden, a cat just comes out of nowhere. Like I didn't have enough time to do anything, and just all I hear is boom. And I thought I went over a brick or something. And I look at my rearview mirror and I see it on the floor. And I'm like, what the hell? And it was huge. And I pull over because I'm dragging and I see my front lip just destroyed.
Brand new, freshly painted.
I'm like, dude, this can't be life. And I couldn't attach it because where it mounted was like destroyed. So I had to like hang it on there for dear life. And I was like, you know what? I want to see what destroyed my lip. I aired up, went around, and sure enough, rest in peace, it was a cat. I was so pissed. I was like, dude, what were you doing there? Like, why were you walking
in the
there?
middle of like, it's 192, which is a very like, it's not like there's forests on both sides. It's like, quote unquote, like a city-ish road. Like out of all the roads that you can normally take, like Neptune or something,
bro,
that's where you hit a cat.
I hit that so hard. It was scary as hell. I literally blinked and it just felt like
I've never hit an animal.
Ooh, me neither. That was the first time.
Really?
I mean, I've tipped an animal. I don't know if that counts. In New
I've
York,
hit a human.
Wow. The fact that you're still here talking about it.
Does that count?
Is he okay?
Okay? I don't know. I hit him with my mirror, but I don't know. Yeah, it was on purpose.
Oh, even worse.
I told you this before, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, maybe.
Because you know how niggas in New York, they cross the road and they just be taking their time. So I'm going and he starts crossing the road. So I'm already coming. So I'm not going to stop. Like,
you had the right of way.
I wasn't going to stop. So I floored it. And my passenger mirror just, boom, hit that nigga. Like, it folded. It didn't break. It folded. So I hit that nigga hard. But I kept going. Like, I'm not going to stop, bro. Like, I floored it.
I would have stopped just to hear him see what he had to say.
Nah, I didn't. I didn't want to get fucked up.
Should have been crossing, bro.
But yeah, I don't know. He definitely got hurt, black and blue, got a bruise, got a knock, got something. But yeah, I
remember I was driving one time. I was at a stop sign, right? And I went, and there was somebody crossing. So they were crossing as I was going. So they were already by like my back bumper, assuming obviously that I'm continuing going. So me, like an asshole, I just braked, bro, and all I heard was them just hit the whole quarter panel.
See, you worse than me.
I was like this. I seen it. I timed it. I was like, "Oh, you're gonna keep walking." Brake check. I heard boom, the quarter panel, and I just stopped and looked at the window. And they were like, "You asshole!" I was like, "Well, don't assume that I was gonna keep going. Like, what if I wanted to slow down? I was looking for an address or something." But I've done that so many times, bro. It's hilarious.
See, I've only hit one person. You've hit a couple.
No, they hit me. I didn't hit them. I didn't move. I stopped. They hit me.
So I guess I didn't hit a person either. He hit me.
No, you said you accelerated. You initiated the hit.
He started walking.
No, you said you messed up once you said you accelerated. That means you went into it.
Bro, the New York people, like, I don't know. They just be having, like, they swear they own the road.
Yeah. I mean, you have to be aggressive. Not you'll never cross the street.
Bro, like, driving in New York and Florida is totally different.
The pace, everything.
The thing is, like, New York drivers drive aggressive, but they know how to drive. If that makes sense, yeah. Like, Florida drivers don't know how to drive.
No, they don't.
There's no defensive. They don't know how to cut cars. Like, in New York, people drive aggressive. They're cutting cars, but it's like, it's predictable.
Yeah.
Here is like, you don't know what the fuck is gonna happen with the car.
Well, because here is so much calmer and chilled. There's no need for it. In New York, if signals are non-existent,
nope.
Like, even if you use them, they just don't work. Like, using your blinker in New York, you're about to go right, they're just gonna accelerate to not let you in.
Yeah, that ass.
It's like you can't use your blinkers. You got to force yourself into it. That's how New York is. Walking, driving, running.
It's just aggressive.
On a scooter, on a bike. You have to pave your way in. If not, it's just you're not getting in anywhere.
And it's like the horn thing is completely opposite.
Yeah,
You don't.
bro, I don't remember the last time I used my horn.
It's so weird when I use it here. I use it sometimes. Like people sleep at lights here, and it's like
I haven't had that.
I feel like here when you use the horn, it's kind of like it sounds rude. In New York, you use the horn as normal.
Yeah, it is normal.
It's
Not
like
using it.
Green light, boom, honk.
Bro, that happened to me here, actually. I was in the Benz and I was at a light. And the light literally, bro, just turned green. Like, literally just turned green. This dude just was riding the horn. So I just started going slow. So then he tries to go on the left lane, on the turning lane, to cut me off. So then, obviously, I'm in the wagon. You know what I mean? Like, you're not about to pass me. So I downshift because I was already in track mode because I live in track mode. And I just accelerated, and he tried to get in front of me, and obviously he wasn't getting that. So then we get to the next light, right? He finally gets in front of me, I guess, because I was like, I enjoyed that. So then he went the other way, and I started going slow. Then he went in front of me. So then the light turned green, and he didn't go. And it's like, bro, I knew you weren't gonna go, so I just chilled there. So then I kind of just like went a little left, and then I waited, and then he started going slow, like trying to like, you know, not let me go. I was all right, cool. So I just downshifted. I was in the second. I waited. Then I went on the turning lane, just gunned it. And then he tried to go into me, but by the time he thought that second, I was already all up in there, and I went in front of him. He chased me like a whole bunch, like a few blocks. Again,
So
600 and something horsepower. You're not catching up to me, and I was out.
what you mean my Civic is faster, bro?
No, definitely not. I was gone, completely gone.
Currently, my Civic is faster.
Yeah, because I don't have the Benz here. That hasn't turned on in 6 months. But that was scary. It was like, bro, like, chill out.
You ever feel like somebody's following you and you start doing like turning into random streets?
All the time.
That shit is so.
I thought he was behind me at one point, and I was like 30 minutes later.
There be times where I be putting up to my house and I feel like a car, like, yo, this car been behind me for a minute, and I won't turn into the street in my house. I'll go like straight, like go left, and go take a long ass route to my house just to make sure they don't see where I park type shit.
And you realize it's your neighbor.
Yeah, literally, you'd be like, oh, they went into that garage. Oh, they live there. Right, cool.
It happened to me with a Subaru. He was following me the whole time. At least it felt like it.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So then I just started turning down streets. He's turning down the same streets. So I was like, you know what? All right, cool. So I started playing the game, turning down streets, and he's still behind me. So I just braked. Literally, like I just braked in the middle of the road, and he braked, and I'm like, okay, so what are we doing?
Okay.
Then he just went around me, and I just looked at him like, what are we doing? Then he went in front, and then he went like a block further, and pulled over to a house, and I don't know what happened after that. I just passed right by him again and just left.
Make sure he's not following you home.
Yeah, like what were you doing?
It's
bro?
like that paranoia where like, with newer cars, it doesn't matter. Well, maybe it does. It's like you think they're gonna steal your car type shit.
That I don't know. I don't like people really knowing where I live and stuff like that. So
Yeah, me neither. I hate. Sometimes I park the wagon outside, like when I have stuff in the garage, and I hate it.
I remember one time at my old house, I'm outside, and some dude in a what is that, Scion TC? He was parked at like the corner, and I'm just literally standing outside. I'm like, I never seen this car on my block in my life. So I'm just there. I'm looking. I'm waiting, and I just start walking closer to the car. So then he just turns it on and starts going. Then he passes me, and I'm just like looking into his soul. I'm literally like. Then he makes a U-turn because I lived at a dead end. And then he comes back, and I'm just standing there looking at him. Puts the window down. He's like, dude, I don't mean to be creepy, but I follow you on Instagram. And when I saw your car was there, like, I had to say something.
Way.
And I'm like, bro, you should have just said something.
Yeah,
like,
that's
like
nice
why
sus.
be creepy? Just, park there. Like, God forbid I was one of those crazy guys from Florida that have guns and shit. And it's like, just start lighting shots or something like that. He's like, my bad, bro. And I was like, yo, it's cool. Just next time, just say what's up. Keep it going.
It's so awkward when people go up to you and they recognize you, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just like, just say hi, dude. Like, don't make it weird.
You mean they can't have your number to text you?
Yeah, that was weird. But I'm not talking about that. 'Cause maybe he follows me, so I'm not gonna put that guy on the spot. Yeah, that I don't know what I was thinking. Anyway, moving on to more better things. So this whole verification stuff is what I wanted to talk about.
You mean you're verified now? You're official. You're a celebrity.
No, definitely not a celebrity.
Follow
right?
PAPIFLYY on Instagram. He has a blue check mark.
Listen,
You know?
that blue check means absolutely. That blue check is as powerful as this blue LED light behind us. Like literally nothing.
What you mean? This one was like 30. The other one was 15.
No, 15 a month, $14.99 to be exact. So people, this is what I was trying to, I guess, make people understand And this is why I don't want the verification anymore, right? So I was trying to get verified last year. Maybe not last year, but
Before
a
that,
few
when you
times.
first moved, I remember we did it for you. We were trying to do it.
I was trying a few times. Not that I feel like I deserve it, because to me, the verification, at least to my knowledge, what it was, seeing that it's just like famous people, I thought it was for people who do something for the world, right? For the community, like provide something. And like, I don't do anything for the community. I sell air suspension. Anybody does that. Like I don't help the community. I don't donate. I don't.
Wow, how rude of you.
No, it's not about me not wanting to do it. It's just not what I have done.
It's not your main focus.
It's not. As messed up as it sounds, it's just, not right now. I'm not at that money financially to be donating. So, I never felt like I deserved it, but I'm like, yo, give it a shot. Maybe Instagram thinks I deserve it. You know what I mean? Because I have, I had the following, true following, because you guys, there's a lot of, I have a lot of followers, or I'm not going to say a lot of followers. I have a good amount of followers and a lot of interactions, and, people mess with me. They I don't want to use the F word, but
People fuck with you.
yeah, they fuck with me. You know what I mean? Guess we're using the F word. So, everything is real, the views and stuff like that. Like, so it's genuine. There you go, So, whatever. So then this time, I'm like, I woke up one day and I'm like, yeah, let me see. Let me try one more time. One of those days I just woke, I was in the bathroom. I'm like, you know what? Let me try. So then I see it, it said $14.99. So I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, damn, is this what these famous people pay for? Like $14.99? I'm like, fuck it. My point of view is business wise. It's like, okay, he's verified. And let's be honest, it's a good look.
Yeah.
Somebody's account or they comment.
Sorry. It was a good look.
Yeah, it was. It
was.
It held weight. You know what I mean? It was a good image. People comment, stuff like that. So aside from the looks, it was more of a business point.
Yeah, it looks official.
Exactly. It's like, okay, look, this guy
tense.
is verified and my bio says my business. So I'm like, okay, they're going to click that, because that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? When I stumble upon somebody's page, they're verified or not even verified, whatever it is, I click whatever's on their bio. If there's a business, I like check it out and see what's up, see what they sell, see what they provide and stuff like that. Kind of go from there. So I'm like, all right, with the verification, it's going to attract more people because your comment is viewed. When you comment on somebody's post, you'll be the first comment they see, and then they click, they're interested. Oh, shit, he does air suspension. You know what? Actually, I was thinking about air suspension. Boom, there goes a sale. Just off of verification, nothing crazy. You know what I mean? So I said, cool, I'll pay $14.99 a month because to me, it's advertisement, it's an investment. I'll make money off of that. So I did it, whatever. I was like, boom, boom, and asked for an ID. I couldn't get the ID, so I did a picture of a passport, whatever the case was. And then it said, give us 72 hours or something like that. And I was like, all right, cool, whatever. So then I'm showering, boom, I come out, me like a fiend. I go back on Instagram, and it said, you've been verified. And I was like, what? I'm verified. I was hyped as hell. I'm like, shit, I've earned it. Like, I deserve this. Like, this is like, it's a wrap.
Little did he know.
Right. So then I tell my girl, I'm like, yo, look, I got verified. She's like, nah, no way, I don't believe you. I'm like, look. She's like, oh shit, congratulations, all right. I got excited. And then we start having a conversation, with my New York boys, right? And they're talking about verification. They pull up some dude that has 1,300 followers. And I'm like, what? Like, why is he
verified?
Yeah, like, why is he verified? I'm just like, maybe he's a big deal. Then I see somebody else with 250 followers, bro. Verified. I said, nah, hold on. The math is not mathing. I'm like, hold on. So we start talking about it, and I'm like, bro, what's good? And then, one of my boys was like, yo, they're giving out to everybody as long as you pay the $14.99. And I'm just like,
wow.
Like, literally, I was just like, I was like, wow, like, this don't mean shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, and I'm just like pissed. I'm like, oh my God.
Killed your whole vibe.
Completely. And I'm just like, all right, so I don't even want this anymore. Like, I'm just going to unsubscribe to it. But you know what? I'm going to feel it out. Maybe I gave it the benefit of the doubt like I give everything else in life.
Well, even if you unsubscribe, you still have it for the month, right? Because you paid for the month.
Well, yeah, I guess, yeah. So then I'm like, whatever, I'll unsubscribe. There's probably not that many people. Then I started seeing the memes on Instagram and all this, making fun of people who's paying for it. Like, oh, why would you pay this for clout, for this, for that? And I'm just sitting there and I'm just like, damn, like, it's not even like that. Like, I didn't do it for that reason. I genuinely thought that I got to prove that they thought I was worthy enough to, to hold weight on Instagram. And I'm like, shit. And every time I see a meme, I'm just like, shit. Like, I don't want people to think
I'm
that.
verified now.
Like, nah, I can't even say that. Like, I'm more excited to not be verified. So I'm just like, and every time I see a meme, bro, it just pisses me off because I'm just like, I don't want to fall into that category of just doing it for clout because it's literally not that. It's just a business point. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to apply with FLYY. If FLYY gets approved, then I'll just unsubscribe mine because what matters to me is the business.
Yeah.
Because I get people all the time. There's people who come randomly and it's like, hey, listen, you know, I've heard about the suspension or this and that, whatever. And they still need to trust me. And again, have we said in the other podcast, it's cool. I get it. You know, you're just not going to go word to mouth. You know, it's a lot of money to just trust somebody. So I feel like if I get that verified, then it's going to kind of like ease down whoever wants to purchase something. It's like, okay, you know, that business is verified. It's legit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And aside from that, it's a good image. You know what I'm saying? It's legit. So like I said, we'll wait on that. I'm still going to unsubscribe mine. I'm waiting it out for the rest of the month because I have no choice. But I don't want that check anymore. It's not. It doesn't.
It's better to be unchecked.
Yeah, it's not. It's not the same thing. Like I said, I like to earn my stuff, so it's like the fact that they're giving them out on special. It's just like I don't even.
Like Instagram had to raise some money,
bro. And somebody said that I guess TikTok did it too.
Twitter.
Oh, Twitter and yeah, Twitter. Supposedly they raised, bro. I forgot how much and like
millions, I bet.
And it's like supply and demand, right? Business. Let's put ourselves in what'd you say? Not TikTok, Twitter. In Twitter's department shoes, right?
They're making bank, bro.
You know everybody's feeding for that verification because everybody wants approval, everybody wants to look cool. You know, it's what the world we live in now. Let's charge these, bro. Honestly, if they charge $50, I'm sure people still will do it. Because I would have did it if 100%. I didn't know it was that easy. If I knew it was earned, I'd pay the $50 a month just because I know how much money I'm gonna make off of it. You know what I mean? So people will still pay. So it's like, you know what? Let me grab them by the balls. Let me charge them $14.99. You know, something like $15 a month. And supposedly you get like special privileges and stuff like that. I have yet to see what privileges I have that nobody else has. You get to be top
comment.
Yeah, I guess. It's like I don't even comment. You know what I mean? Like. So I see it. I see why they did that, but I feel like now the verification literally holds no weight.
Not at all. I don't think so.
And like it only holds weight if like they don't know about it. But
I feel like what they're gonna do, I don't know if they will, but what I feel like is like people that already had it that are legit like celebrities. I feel like they'll probably change the color of the check mark. Well, at least that would make sense. But
that'd be cool.
But then I feel like people that would pay for it won't want to pay for it at that point.
Right, and they'd lose money. So.
Yeah.
But LeBron James had posted something. He had said that they were making him pay. He said that he'd rather not. He said he's gonna remove the blue check because he's not paying.
Well, yeah. If I was a celebrity that already had it and then they want to make me pay, I wouldn't pay for it. For what?
Yeah, I mean, I'm already famous. Who cares?
Exactly.
Like, fuck that. Me being LeBron James, of course.
Yeah, if you were, because it makes sense. Like it used to make sense. Like you're a celebrity, you have your check. This is your page. You're official. Because obviously, how I viewed it is like it was a lot of people that. People used to make fake pages of or a fan pages 100%. And stuff like that. Like, this is the legit one. But now it's like, okay, I can make a fake page of you and verify it.
Well, I wouldn't even know.
Yeah, exactly.
There's people who like, let's say like LeBron James, right? Let's use him for example because who we're talking about. People make a page will be like LeBron James with 3 S's. Mm-hmm. Now, let's say that person pays for that verification. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you would know the difference because of the following.
Yeah.
But it's like, you won't be able to identify it from the naked eye.
But if they use your passport or ID or whatever, would it get verified at that point? Probably not.
Actually, yeah, no, you're right. Because it had asked me that I would have had, well, I already had a profile picture of me and my little man. So it showed my face. Mm-hmm. So they asked that the only way to get verified is putting a picture of you as your face clear.
Yeah.
Then they put your full name on it.
So you probably won't be able to get the FLYY one verified, right?
Yeah, but it didn't ask me for a profile picture. It just asked me for business documents.
Okay, so that's different because it's a business.
Yeah, it's a business, okay, right? Okay. Exactly.
That makes sense.
Because Junior tried to do it, but because he has the San Andreas Grand Theft Auto character on the yacht, there's a huge foot on as his profile. That's why he didn't get accepted.
That makes sense.
But then Junior's like, I'm not putting my real name. I'm not putting my real picture. It's like, I guess. I mean, now it makes no sense. It holds no weight.
It doesn't.
But like him, he has the detail business and all that. So like, I feel like if it held weight, it would be a good move.
Yeah,
Anybody with a
100%.
business, it'd be a
Yeah.
good move. It's a good look. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
because and then that's the actual business.
Right, and it just gains trust. I feel like the verification has people trusting you in your business and whatever you're selling and you whatever you say. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
But who knows what's gonna happen next? But I'm definitely unsubscribing.
It's cool.
I'll donate it to somebody else.
I got you. I have a Zelle. You can send me $14.99 a month.
No, I'll send you the bill. I didn't say I'll pay for it. So I mean, what else? So for the week, I did a couple installs. Today,
And he didn't record any. His YouTube
I've
is
been
already
slacking.
slacking. You're supposed to do Civic updates. Never did it. Finished the car basically.
Yeah, I still haven't uploaded the Avalon.
Did you record it?
Yeah, I did everything for that.
So you just didn't edit it?
No, I haven't. Because there's a whole issue I was having that I still have yet to fix.
Oh, it's still doing that?
No, I haven't even tried. I just
Oh.
haven't been motivated, honestly. And work has been getting very busy. So I was just like, we did coilovers on a BRZ today, which was pretty dope. Damn, what did I bag this week? I don't remember.
You did Alexis? Oh, no, you redid
I
Alexis.
redid a setup on Alexis.
That I know of. I don't know what else you did. Shop-wise.
Yeah, no, I can't remember right now. I'm brain for it. But what was the latest video you uploaded?
Well, the latest video I uploaded is like random stuff. We did unlinks on my cousin's Tesla.
Oh, you
And-
got to talk about that dude that hit you up. About the links to noise after you posted the video.
So it's
So
like
hold on. Remember how last
yeah, literally.
last episode we spoke about
Was it the last? Yeah, one of the previous episodes.
how we spoke about how people ask questions in the DM, and which is fine. Like it's okay to ask, and we answer. But some things I guess people don't research, and they just want answers to everything without doing the research, right? So we were talking about it, and he was like that. He's a little douchebag sometimes. You know what I'm saying? When it's obvious, and I get it. You know what I mean? But speaking about that, he had posted, I guess, a video of the Tesla and stuff.
So I posted on Tesla Model Ys and Model 3s, I think sometimes like the end links, the OEM ones, they sound like when you go over bumps and stuff because they don't put enough grease. OEM.
Which is the first time hearing that.
And you can't refill them. So they're like, if you go fix them at the dealer, you're probably going to end up having the same thing. So we bought some aftermarket ones that are, good, whatever. So I posted literally a short video, 4-minute video that tells you exactly what the issue is, how to fix it, what to do, what to get, literally everything. And some guy DM'd me.
Basically dummy proof.
Yeah, some guy DM'd me with questions, which is fine, whatever. He DM'd me, oh, so, was that a normal issue? My Tesla's doing sounds. I'm like, yeah, you could fix it, by doing exactly what I did on the video. He's like, oh, yeah, what do you have to change? And I'm like, what do you mean? What do you have to change? Like in the video, I explained exactly what you have to change. Is the end links. He's like, okay, where can I get the end links? Can you send me a link? I'm like,
posted the link, right?
I didn't post the link, but I said exactly the brand.
Oh, same thing.
So it's like all you had to do was Google whatever the brand was,
Too much work.
Tesla end link. And that's what I told him. I'm like, just Google whatever the brand was, Tesla Model Y end link.
What did he respond?
And then he sent me 2 links of 2 different brands. He's like, did you use this one or this one? Do these work? I'm like, bro, I told you exactly what it's a 4-minute video. It's not like I posted a 30-minute video where you have to like skim through it. And I said, that's the one I used. And he sent me another message and I just ignored it at that point because it's like, I literally did the shortest video possible.
You
because
answered, which was
people
even
have
more.
short attention spans.
Yeah.
And it's like, I can only be nice for so many questions.
You answered him, even though it was there.
Yeah.
What was before that? The Clean Culture review?
The Clean Culture video, which funny story about Clean Culture. Canberra shit, of course, problems. So we got to the show, and I wish I would have recorded this, but this whole vlogging stuff is awkward and
It's tough, man. It's really tough. Like, this is random, but since we're talking about vlogging and stuff, like, shout out to Tay and his girl.
yo, bro, that ass
Because his girl is like so dedicated
Yeah.
and like, they come to the shop a lot and I see, and it's like she's always recording.
Yeah.
It don't
And
matter what
even
they're
at the
doing.
show, like it was super dope seeing that, like
Yeah.
interaction in a sense.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Like she was always recording. She was always like, that's why
She's
I
on
feel
top
like
of it.
his videos are always on point.
Yeah.
Because he gets a little bit of everything. 'Cause
Yeah.
this girl, you see, like when we're talking, she'll just have the camera there, just pointing. Like,
Yeah.
you might not use that footage, you know what I mean? But you have it, you know what I
Exactly.
mean? So I feel like that's something that we, I guess, when shows have to work on, we just record and then just switch.
Yeah.
But it's like she's so dedicated. Like, I envy that. That's a great duo. Shout
It's also,
shout out to Tana's girl.
And
man.
it's also like the awkwardness of recording in public. I don't know. I haven't got over it, but it's like pointing a camera to myself. Is it? I don't know. And it shouldn't be awkward because like
it's easier when somebody else is
and
recording
nobody truly gives a fuck.
No, I don't.
But it's like I don't know. It's in my head. It is.
I get it.
But yeah, so at that show, normally I always have my jack and my tools, you know, just in case of anything, especially when I'm driving the Civic.
Because Stearns.
Yeah. And of course.
Reason 642,000 why I do not go Stance.
Okay. We'll see soon.
Continue.
So at the end of the show, you know, everything's looking fine. We're planning to go out to eat after the show. So, you know, I air it up, get my everything, and I'm looking at the car again. And I'm like, looking at the right side, looking at the left side. Like, something looks weird. And I had this issue the day before when I was fixing it at the shop. So my passenger side front, the camber plate thing that I have in the bottom of my strut shifted and it sunk my wheel all the way in. So it was hitting the shock. And of course, I don't have a jack. I don't have tools to take out the wheels. I don't have anything.
The one time.
Literally, because I always have it in that car. And I'm like, and I can't drive the car. It's literally on the strut. Like, it feels like you're pressing on a brake while trying to move. So whatever, I'm asking.
The rim is laying on the coil.
Yeah. So I'm literally asking everybody, like, yo, you have a jack? Like, random people. And I'm asking anybody. I'm like, Gabe, you have a jack? No. Chris didn't have a jack. Nobody that I knew had a jack.
Because nobody stands.
Don't matter. Nobody has freaking tools.
Nobody drives junks.
And then, luckily, Chris knew somebody, and he had asked them, and they had a jack, and they had a couple tools that I needed. I needed the Allen bolts for the top plates and like a 19 mil.
So retying it.
I was able to jack it up with a scissor jack, jacked up the car.
Which took forever, and it was scary.
It was. We got the wheel off, and I shifted the plate enough so that it wasn't hitting the wheel. And then Gabe thought about, we loosened the top hat. And
well, no, before that, you had loosened the 19, got the fitment back to where it was. Then you moved up, we were leaving, and then it shifted again.
Yeah.
And then that's when I was like, dude, if we just pull out the top hat, the fitment will be the same and your alignment will be good. So then that's when we had to hustle for Allen key.
Yeah, because that's true. So I had fixed it, put the car back down, and it was looking good. And then I moved up a little bit and it sunk again. So like that stuff is loose. I need to redo it. And then we had gave him the tools back already at that point. And then Gabe was like, yo, just take off this camber through the top plate. And I'm like, it's still gonna hit the strut, but it was far enough. It was maybe like 2-3 millimeters off.
Which is weird.
Strut, which is fine.
I just thought of that. Like, my idea was great, but I didn't think that far into the
but the alignment was
right. That was my concern. Yeah.
So the alignment was good because I still had to drive like 30 minutes home. And at this point, I was like, I'm not gonna go out to eat, whatever. So we got the fitment.
I was so sad.
Yeah.
I was looking forward to the food.
Yes, we ended up going anyway though.
Yeah, but
kinda
after fixing your shit.
So we fixed it, whatever. Fixed it. So we went, and then I was like, fuck it, let's go to Miller's anyway. So I drove it.
No, we didn't fix it. We fixed it for you to drive home.
Yeah, and the car has been parked since. So we went to Miller's, and it was like 2-hour wait. So we're like, whatever. So I'm like, oh, hopefully this doesn't shift or anything else back home. So I made it all the way home. So the Civic is down again, but I just gotta redo the plate. It's an easy fix. It's just annoying,
time consuming,
and it's annoying. So yeah, reason number 600 something why not to stance your car, but it's gonna stay stanced for now. Hopefully some changes come if something pops up for sale. Then it'll be cool.
Go fast parts. We need to go fast.
You mean spin fast?
Yeah, I mean, sound fast. There you go.
Yeah, it's gonna sound fire if I can find something.
Yeah, because that's what I did. I had the 9th when it was supercharged. I had negative, I think 10, simply clean. And I didn't catch no traction. First, second, and third was spinning. But it sounded so good.
Supercharger just sound good. Like the wine.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
all for it.
The wine, definitely. So, I mean, I think it'll be a good look, hopefully.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not supercharging my car.
We shall see.
Are you supercharging your car?
Anyway, moving on. The 9th is already supercharged.
The 9th doesn't have an engine.
We got no windows, do we?
It's kind of sad that the Civic is down. I was enjoying driving it.
Yeah, that was cool. It's always cool watching you mess up your fenders.
I did not mess up my fenders while driving.
Cringe.
It looks good.
It does look good.
You literally say, "Damn, that height that you drive."
It does. It looks good.
fire.
It looks amazing. But it's like, I feel like I'm driving it.
Yeah, I literally could drive it normal. Go over dips. It's on 18, so it's like 7 feet off the floor.
I can't even go into damn driveways without my tire hitting.
Yeah, because you have a freaking 350 25 tire on that thing.
It's a 235/40.
Yeah, fat.
But yeah, then the other video, was that the same video? No, it was another video of Chris who were bagging the.
So that was a separate video when we did the Chris's JZX, the Chaser, bagged it before the show. 1 day before the show, of course.
Yeah, we did it though.
Yeah. Why does it always happen like that? I feel like we're always bagging one of our cars 1 day before a show.
I think it's just we're all busy.
Or doing something major before a show. It's like, damn, the show is in 3 hours. We got to finish something now.
And surprisingly, I didn't have to do anything.
You didn't. You had reliable cars this time.
Actually, the morning of, I was watching the MDX, woke up late as per usual, and I'm watching the MDX, whatever. As I'm watching it, drying it. No, actually, I washed it. Then I was, let me put it in the garage because my lighting is popping. As I put it in the garage, I started noticing every single spot that I missed. I was so
the luxuries of owning an SUV.
Bro, it was so trash. I hate washing that. That shit it's gigantic. And it's like, I don't know, it's just exhausting. Then I put it in the garage, and then I noticed all these spots that I'm missing, and I'm just like, bro, are you serious? So I had to take detail spray and basically rewash it again. Bro, I was drenched in sweat. It was so hot. The meet, I had to be there. The show, I had to be there at 1, right? The vendors had to be there at 1. I think I got there like around 2 something.
Probably because I got there at 3 and you were still.
I got there a few minutes before you.
Yeah, so.
Like 2:30. I was like, dude.
As usual, got to be late.
Again, shout out to Nick and the Clean Culture team for always looking out, because I always show up late. And I know they're tired of me already.
And it's not even on purpose. It's so bad.
It's not. It's difficult, man. Like I said, being a vendor, it's just making sure. I mean, I kind of prepared the night before, and somehow I still forgot some things. It was just like, it's just hard. Even with help, it's just difficult. And I always complain about it. I'm just like, at first, I'm just like, I want to be a vendor. This is cool. This is fun. Then when it comes to like 2 days before, I'm just like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I don't want to be a vendor.
It happens every single time.
And then I'm having a booth, and then it's like, it goes great. I mean, you know what? Then every time I'm a vendor somewhere, I'm like, yo, I need to buy this. This is good. This is good. And I'm back to it again. It's like, it's one of those like hate or love situations.
It's like love hate situation.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. Being a vendor is dope, man. You see so many people. You meet so many people.
You met a couple people that you didn't know about, or that you hadn't met, that were on your struts, and I feel like that's always a cool interaction. Like,
yeah, that
viewing
was
it from my perspective.
Because people came and said, "Oh, can I get a play frame? Or can I get a keychain? Can I get a shirt?" And I always ask them, are you on air? And they're like, "Yeah, I'm on your struts." It's like, "Oh shit, cool! Like, I got you. Like, here, just take the keychain." You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So it's like,
this is dope. They show support, you show support back, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's dope, because it's hard to keep track of how many people are supporting you in your suspension and stuff like that.
And you actually got very good compliments of, I'm not gonna say exactly what, but like somebody was comparing your struts to another company, and they were like, "This ride is really, really good." And the other guy was previously on air suspension on another brand, and he's like, "This ride's identical, if not better."
It was such a dope car. It was a G80, and he came up to me or to the booth, and he was like, "Oh, I'm trying. Can I get a shirt?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." I'm like, are you on air? Like, he's like, "Yeah, I'm on your struts." And I'm like, "Oh shit." I'm like, "Oh, that's you." And he's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Yo, give me an honest opinion, man. Like, I think my air suspension is doing pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Like, half of my cars, if not most, are on air suspension, and I love the way it rides, but it sounds weird coming from me because obviously it's my brand. And I'm like, people ask me all the time, like, "Oh, what brand do you think is better?" And it's like, you know, who am I to say? You know what I mean? It's like, it sounds biased. So then he's like, bro, honestly, he goes, I love your suspension. You know, I had a previous car on a different brand, and I'm not gonna lie, it rides the same, if not better. And I'm like, wow. I'm like, that's dope. He's like, yeah, man. He goes, don't be afraid to, you know, just compliment yourself and stuff like that. But I'm like, it's not the same. You know what I mean?
It isn't.
Like, if people ask me, oh, hey, how does your air suspension ride? And like, I always say, I'm like, you know, I haven't heard too many like bad things. You know, what I mean? Like, don't ask me. You know, because you can't go to BC, you can't go to Airlift next. Oh, you know, is your suspension good?
Exactly.
I mean, what are they gonna say?
Exactly. Like, it's great.
Yeah, no, it's trash. It's okay sometimes, depending on what car you have. You know, it just doesn't sound right. Regardless if you positive or negative, it just doesn't sound right. Negative, obviously, you lose a sale, and positive, it's like, yeah, obviously, what else is he gonna say? So, I tell people all the time, you know, just go on Instagram. You know, find the owners of the cars that I post, and then kind of just ask for their opinion. You know, get an honest opinion, and that's why I don't like really doing too much advertisement. Cause like my biggest fear is somebody purchasing air suspension for me, and later on holding it against me. Like, oh, he convinced me to buy air suspension. I spoke to the owner. He told me he was the best.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I seen an ad on Instagram and it said, you're the best. And it's like, it's not. You know what I mean? Everybody has their own opinion. You know, I'm not going to say I'm the best. I'm nowhere near it. I'm striving for it and I try. But it's like, that's why I don't do advertisement. I like word to mouth. You know what I mean? People come, oh, hey, this dude referred me. He's on your air suspension. He said it rides amazing. I'm like, oh, dope, cool. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, I heard about your shop. You know, I heard your alignments are great. This and that. Oh, thanks a lot, man. You know, you popped up on Google. I see you have 5 stars. And it's like stuff like that. It's like, okay, because you know what you're getting into when you come in or when you're asking me, you know. When I get these new clientels that don't know anything about me or the stuff, it's kind of difficult because I'm not the type to try to convince you. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like doing that.
Because you don't want to sound cocky.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, I don't know. I'd rather you get an opinion from somebody else who's unbiased.
Yeah.
Who has a million options in the world, but they chose me. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I prefer it that way. That's why I don't really do advertisement like that. And, you know, sponsorships, I don't really do. It's just like, you know, I want everybody to just choose. You know what I mean? It's like, and it sounds ironic because it's like, how do you expect to get sales if you're not putting in the work? But it's like,
word to mouth.
Word to mouth to
Which
me
word to
means
mouth
so
is like,
much more.
Yeah, I feel like in general anywhere, like I would take somebody's opinion over a business like direct answer because it's like it's an honest opinion. Because at the end of the day, you as a business, you're not gonna say your stuff is shit.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. So it's like, and trying new places, like let's bring it into like the whole food thing. Like, you know, there's restaurants that like have 5 stars, have this, and it's like, damn, but it's like the food could have been great to you, but what makes you think it's gonna be great to me? And as opposed to talking to you, like, yo, what do you think of this food? And it's like, yo, it was pretty good. You know, I had this. You know, I recommend this, you know, or you can try this. This was also good. And it's like, all right, you're going in there with something, you know, not just the whole, okay, I seen this on Instagram. Let me just go buy it. And then it's like, you really can't blame anybody at that point.
Yeah.
But yourself, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't want to take the blame for anything. Like I said, thankfully, you know, everything has been, for the most part, good. And I don't want to be the blame for anybody complaining about something or anything. You know what I mean? Because like I said, I try my best. So it's like, if you can get an opinion off somebody who's already on the suspension or who already has had work done in our shop, then why not? You know what I mean? There's a couple people that have. You can always ask. You know what I'm saying? So that's my opinion on that. Like, if you're gonna ask me about my suspension, I'm probably not gonna give you an answer. I'm just gonna be like, hey, listen, just hit up somebody with your car and you make your decision. Even when the people hit me up, hey, I want to go on air. I'm like, okay, listen, you know, I sell airlift stuff and then I sell my stuff. You know, I put it on the table. Here's this, here's that. This is the price difference. Boom, boom. Now you choose. Or which one would you go with? And it's like, don't ask me that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's not, I feel like that's not a position that I like to be in. You know, just ask your friends, ask somebody. Like, you're here for a reason. Whatever that reason is, follow that, and then you'll find your answer, what it is. You know, like I had this one dude just hit me up for a 350Z, and he specifically was like, hey, listen, I want to back my car. I heard you're good. I want airlift struts with airlift 3P. I said, no problem. I got you. This is the price. Like, I'm not the type to tell you, hey, but you can buy us for this.
Exactly.
I hate that. I can't stand that because I don't like comparing myself to nobody else. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's in their own lane. Airlift is in their own lane. Every other company is in their lane. I'm in my lane. So it's just like, okay, cool. If this is what you want, you already knew what you wanted.
Yeah.
In my head, maybe you already did the research and maybe you didn't trust my suspension. Or and sometimes maybe it's like, maybe I should have mentioned mine. You know what I mean? What if he didn't know? There's a lot of people who don't know me. Just like, oh, you sell air suspension? No, I didn't know that. You know what I mean? But it's like, maybe I shot myself in the foot, but it sounded like he was confident and I didn't want to veer him off track of what he already had in his head.
Exactly.
So I was just like, all right, I got you. This is the price. This is now. I can finance. I can do this. And, you know, went ahead and was going to order. And it's fine. I'm going to do the install, and I have no problem with that. Like, it's fine. If you want to choose Airlift or a different brand, cool. You know, I don't like when people ask me for opinions on anything. It's just I don't know. Just not, to me, it's not right. It's just, I don't know. But that's my per on, did I say that right? Per.
I don't even know what the hell you're trying to say.
Whatever. That's my take on trying to choose an air suspension or a shop to get work done. You know what I mean? Just ask other people. And it works negative also. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't say that everybody's had the best experience with me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I'm not perfect. Things happen. And that's something that I wanted to say before, too, that it's just like, it's hard. People don't give people chances. You know what I mean? Like, if you come to the shop, right, for an alignment, right, cool, I did your alignment, and then now the alignment is off. Like, I would hope that you would call me and, hey, listen, you know, I got an alignment done. The car's still pulling. You know, and it's just like, okay, cool, bring it in. Like, my response is, cool, just bring it in. We'll redo it. You know, but some people won't go to that extent.
Yeah.
Like, oh, they messed up. Like, screw them. I'm not going back there again. And it's like, give me the chance to fix it.
Yeah,
now,
exactly.
If I told you no, I don't want to fix it, then you can go ahead and talk all the shit you want to talk.
Exactly.
But if you're giving me the chance, I'm telling you, yeah, bring it. It's like, you know, give me a chance to fix my mess up. You know, like I said, we're humans. From buying suspension to whatever it is, just give the company a chance. And this is not just me, just anybody, anywhere. I get complaints from other suspension companies. Like, hey, I bought from this company. They told me 5 weeks. It's been 10. You know what I mean? Like, oh, and then I finally got it and it rides like shit. And it's like, I can simply just be like, all right, cool. Well, I'll sell you a kit and, you know, it'll ride 20 times better. But it's like, how do I sound? You know, I don't know. It just doesn't add up. So I was like, I've helped other companies. It's like, hey, listen, did you try doing the dampening? Oh, no, I just put them on like that. Okay, try 10 to 12 dampening, you know, depending. Or try 25, depending on the company. And it's like, okay, I'll try that. Oh, dude, it rides so much better. Thank you so much. Now, I could have easily be like, yo, nah, I'll rob you. Like, they're trash. You know, it's like, I don't know. Morally, to me, it's just wrong. And I don't feel like I'm ever in a competition with anybody. I don't think anybody's better than me. I don't think I'm better than anybody. It's just to each their own. So that's just how I say it, how I see it. And it's just like, you know, I try to help all the time. And then I had a customer, did an alignment on his car. And this is right before Clean Culture. And he was static. He was low as hell. And, you know, that's the thing. Aligning these cars that are so low, it's the same process, if not a little more tedious, mounting the sensors and stuff, whatever. But sometimes it's hard because if you have all stock arms, they're stretching out to accommodate the height of the car. So it's like you can't always get the alignment perfect. But it's like you can't tell a customer, hey, your alignment's not going to be perfect. You know what I mean? Like
my Civic, you can't. No way to get it
it's
perfect. Hard.
You know what I mean? You can suggest it like, hey, listen, because of your ride height, I can try to get your alignment as best as I could. And I'm going to keep trying, you know? Same thing. Look, I bring up Tay again. You know what I'm saying? Him being, I guess, the topic for today is in the GTI, he came in for alignment. And we brought it in, and I couldn't mount the sensors. I couldn't get the sensors because he had too much.
They weren't reading.
Yeah, it was like
from the
past
bottom, right?
like 20-something. It doesn't read. So I was like, you know what? It's not going to read. If you want, we'll eyeball it. Like, we're pretty good. Like, this is what we do. Like, I'll eyeball it and we'll try to get it. You know, I'll charge you $40. I think I charged him. That's before anything. I didn't know who he was. It was just an honest thing. I'm just like, here, I'll charge you 40 just because I know it
wasn't
more
the
work.
quote unquote correct way. So
right,
like,
exactly. So it's like I didn't want to come charge you 85 and then it's crap. You know what I mean? I'll charge you 40 even though it's more work, but this is with you, you know, like signing that it's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be better than when you came in. So we did the alignment and he drove off. We test drove the car. It was fine. But I guess on his way home, something happened and the alignment was off. So he's like, hey, dude, you know, alignment. I was like, no, bring it back. But just keep in mind that it's not going to be perfect because we're eyeballing. It's difficult. So then we eyeballed it again. And to my knowledge, it was a lot better. He was happy at the moment and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's like he understood. Like, as long as you understand, then I don't mind, you know. And by I don't mind, I mean, like, I don't mind keep doing it to try to get it right to a
as long as it's
certain
reasonable.
point. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, realistically, time is money. You know, I'm not gonna sit on your car for 5-6 hours. You know what I mean? When I know in my head, like, no matter what I do, it's not gonna get it perfect. You know, it's, I feel like, more of trying to explain to a customer, like, hey, listen, no matter what I do, it's gonna. That's not what customers.
It's like the customer has to understand whatever they build, like especially like extremely cambered cars, stuff like that, super slammed.
It's tough. It's tough, and it's like, we're perfectionists and we try. But the point of the story I was getting is like, always give business the benefit of the doubt. You know what I mean? If they mess up, you know, try it. You know, we're not perfect. You know, we mess up, and it's like customers tell us all the time, like, hey, I'm just like, you know, come back. So this customer came up to me at Clean Culture and he's like, oh, are you the owner of FLYY? And I'm like, yeah, what's going on? He goes, yeah. He kind of came a little aggressive. You know what I mean? That's another thing. It's like, don't come aggressive, bro. Like, give me the chance to answer you, to try to make things right. And he's like, oh, well, I just did an alignment the other day and the car's pulling. What are we going to do about it? And I'm just like, just bring it back. We're open Tuesday to Saturday, 1 through 7. Just come. We'll take care of it. And then he kind of toned it down and he's just like, oh, okay, cool. I think I'll be able Wednesday. I'm like, yeah, whatever day. Just come. Don't worry about it. We'll take care of it. And they say, I appreciate you, man. I like the way you handle that. And it's like, okay. Like, but it's like, turn up. You know, and
turn up before even anything.
A lot of people do that.
It's like, you could turn up after you get a negative response.
Exactly. Like, give me the chance. And again, give businesses chances, air suspension companies, anybody, because people mess up. Now, I'm the type that if I can't get it right, I'm gonna try to make it right as much as I can, as you know, to a point where it's like, okay, I can't, but I'll try to compensate. I'll try to work things out. You know what I mean? You know, not everybody's like that, but you wouldn't know until you give them the chance. So let a company, they mess up, you know, give them a chance. Hey, listen, you know, this is that, and I feel like companies should never lose that. You know, still, you know, take care of your customers, because at the end of the day, bro, without customers, we ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? They're the ones that bring us the bread and butter. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're the reason why people come, people love us, people support us and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You guys are the reason why, you know, we're in business. Yes, our work ethic is what keeps you guys, but you guys are the ones that keep coming and keep referring. And I feel like that's something that I feel like everybody should really take into consideration. And that's like difficult, you know what I mean? Trying to cater to customers, because not every customer is the same. You get the easy customers and then you get the difficult ones. You know, it's like you have a good day and you have a bad day.
And speaking about that, it's cool. So I'm on a couple groups on Facebook, whatever, right? I'm on a Tesla group, and somebody had posted, they had just lowered their Tesla or whatever, and they were like, oh, you guys recommend any shops in like Central Florida, Kissimmee area to align my Tesla, because these couple shops I went to wouldn't align it because it's lowered. And literally, I went on the comments, and there was like 10 people that commented, your shop, they're like, oh, they did my Tesla, it's really good. They lowered it. It's lowered. They have no issues. They have an in-ground alignment. They did it really good. It was cheaper than going to Tesla. And, you know, and I saw that. I'm like, that's cool. Like, people are referring you, and it's just word to mouth. It's because of the, you know, customer service they received. They were happy with their service. And it was just cool seeing that, like, from my perspective, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool for us too when I see, you know, people tag with air suspension, whatever, like, oh, go with this. But I always get nervous, man, because there's always that one guy that had the worst experience somehow. And it's like, you know, people comment. I seen one time someone was like, oh, go FLYY, and then somebody was just talking shit about it. Yeah. And this is like, I sit there and I watch. I'm just like, bruh. It's like, you do 1 million good cars, and then that one car will just destroy.
It's always what they say, negativity sells, unfortunately.
Bro, notorious, that shit.
That's why you see, like, YouTube thumbnails, like shit like that.
Just to grab your attention.
Yeah, literally. I'm about to start doing thumbnails like that. Just my face, like Home Alone shit. Are you going to upload anything on YouTube this week?
I'm going to really, really try to upload that Avalon video. I feel like that was such a good video. Like I did so good. I think I did amazing on it.
So we got to get it done.
Yeah. So hopefully this week.
Oh, and you got to do a ninth gen video.
Oh yeah. So
It's a quick video. It's cool though.
So shout out to K-Tune. They sponsored the shifter. So hopefully I do a video. Not hopefully. I will do a video. Oh, I haven't even opened the box because I want to wait to just do the video.
Get the genuine reaction.
Yeah, so I haven't opened that yet, and which is pretty dope. I told them, I was like, hey, listen, I'm gonna do a little YouTube video, whatever the case, and they were just like, you don't have to. And it's like, nice. I mean, it's the least I can do. Like, what's the point of them sending me something and me not helping out with exposure? Like, I don't know. That was cool that they weren't expecting anything, and that kind of motivated me to actually want to do a whole.
Because you're not forced to. So it's like
But it's like, what do you get out of that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what does K-Tune get out of sending me something?
Hopefully the word to mouth.
Yeah, we'll see. Like I said, they'll get the video. I feel like that was dope of them. There was no pressure. There was no anything. So I was just like, cool, let's do it.
And I hopefully I have to this week get the Civic up and running. So hopefully I get that video because I don't have nothing planned for the next week videos. To be honest.
We have to catch up on the podcast for sure.
Oh, definitely. Like I said, we were slacking, but it's reasonable. We were tired. Show was that one day, then we delayed, but we should be on it. And then
hopefully we get a guest.
That's what I was telling you. We should try to get a guest either for the next episode or the next 2 weeks to try to plan that out because maybe a week is not enough for some people, like advance time to schedule it, fit in their schedule or whatever. Mm-hmm. But like it'd be cool. We'd probably do it at the shop, in the office, get the mics over there. Figure out a situation over there, but it would be cool. Do it after the shop closes or something like that.
Yeah, maybe we can get some clips during the shop, like right before that. Working on a couple cars.
Yeah, we're working, trying to think. We were brainstorming on like an intro or something, like doing like a couple fire shots, like whatever cars working on, the cars that we have before the podcast.
It's kind of a little bit of everything.
It'd be cool. Have like a little.
Yeah,
that made sense.
Yeah, that made sense to me. Like as you did that, every sound effect you were throwing, I pictured a different.
Yeah, I see it. I see the vision.
So hopefully we get on that. But yeah, I mean, what else did we want to? There was something that my boy had mentioned about being. I don't know if you want to do this for this episode or the next one about being a car dad. If that makes sense. A dad that's into having kids, because a lot of our followers have kids. We have kids.
Yeah, and it's. I think we should for next time just keep this one not crazy long, but it's like just to get into the topic a little bit. It's like before I had a kid, a lot of people were like, "Oh, when you have kids, it's like your car stuff starts dying down. You can't afford this, you can't afford that." But I feel like it would be a good topic to touch up on because it's like it's real.
Yeah.
And
especially
also
when your kid is with it.
It's cool. I feel like so far my experience has been good.
I have zero complaints.
But definitely next, we'll keep it noted for the next one. And also, I wanted to talk about, which I forgot, our first car builds would have been cool. So next episode, definitely
the last episode we didn't talk about.
No, we talked about our first cars.
Oh yeah.
So it's like we should talk about our first cars, like we actually like heavily modified in a sense.
Yeah, that
right. What do you guys think?
Yeah, for sure. Because I have the car. At least I guess to me, my cars have made me. You know what I mean? A lot. They played a huge role in my life. So like from building, you know what I'm saying? Not the first car. I guess the first build. You know what I mean? It got me to where I am today. So I feel like that's a nice topic.
My first build got me to spending money on tires.
But it's a learning experience.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm saying so. That's
I still miss that car, to be honest.
But yeah, I mean, we'll wrap it up with with those things that we're gonna talk about for next week.
It's gonna be next week. We're gonna stay on top of it.
Yeah. So I mean, I appreciate you guys.
Always watching. It's cool seeing the comments, seeing people's reactions, the DMs and stuff like that is always cool. Seeing.
Actually, I had a guy come to the shop and he was getting something done with Chris. And he's like, "Dude, I love your podcast. Like, just keep it up." You know what I mean? Like, I was like, "For real?" I was like shocked. He's like, "Yeah, man." I was like, "Damn." Like, I don't know what to say. Yeah. Like I appreciate. You know what I'm
something
saying?
I think about it. Like, is it entertaining? Is it like what do people think? Like, those thoughts go like.
Because what do people want to hear?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, not that I get tired of talking about myself and you know what I'm saying and stuff like that and ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, you guys can comment down below and
100%.
tell us what you guys want us to talk about, what topic you like us to touch, and it can be anything. Literally, we'll discuss whatever it is.
We could rant for hours.
Yeah, like true stuff, emotional stuff, like whatever it is. Like I have stories for days in every single topic you can possibly imagine.
I'm a terrible storyteller.
So thankfully for me, I have stories for days. So again, leave us a comment. Let us know what you want us to talk about, what topic you want us to touch. Like, again, it doesn't matter what it is. I know last week you guys, we had asked everybody about who they wanted on our podcast. I seen a couple names that I feel like maybe, we'll be able to pull some in here. And yeah, I mean, we're going to make it happen. If maybe we'll touch the topics that you guys list below with a special guest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That'd be cool.
Yeah. So we'll have hopefully a third or fourth person here, or at the shop. We'll do it. We'll see. We'll surprise you guys. We'll come up with something. Again, we're going to continue and try to be consistent. I appreciate you guys bearing with us.
Yeah, 100%.
Sure, you know what I mean?
Staying around hour episodes, sometimes an hour and a half.
Yeah, like I love watching our personal podcast.
Yeah,
like
I always watch it after.
and it might sound self-centered, but it's like sometimes we just make ourselves laugh.
Yeah.
Him sneezing 100 times.
I don't know if you guys, whoever watched that podcast, man,
That was out of
I was
control.
having a bad day.
I didn't
and it's
wanna be
crazy because
there.
it's at the end.
Yeah, I didn't want to be there. I was like, dude, this.
It was a mess. But yeah, do all the YouTube stuff, subscribe to the channel, like the video. Like I said, like always, our bios, our stuff is in the bottom. Our Instagram, YouTube, all that stuff. Go follow. And, stay tuned. Next week, there should be another episode up.
Absolutely. And we forgot to tell everybody before we go, what are we smoking today?
That's true. Why?
We slacked. No, we can't leave just yet. We got to tell you guys what we were
100%.
smoking today. Go ahead.
We got trifecta.
That's what we were talking about.
JK77 on that taza.
And this is the first time I ever smoked these two together. And
What do you think?
I love it.
I smoke it all the time in my house.
Really?
Yeah, it's perfect.
Oh, well, this is the first time for me. And at first I thought it was like a little sketchy. I'm like, this flavor.
Yeah, kind of strong,
doesn't
both of
really
them.
go. Right. They're both strong flavors, but amazing.
And
Love
suggestions on flavors, if you guys want to give suggestions, leave them down. We always like to try new stuff.
100%. Please, just nothing nasty, bro. Please.
Yeah.
Setting up a whole hookah and then the flavors, like, So, again, let us know what you guys want us to talk about. Continue to let us know who else you would like for on the podcast. And throw some suggestions on what hookah flavor, what mixture you guys would like us to smoke.
We should put the flavors here.
We should. Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Or
But again, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for
thank
being
you so
patient
much.
with us. Stay tuned for the next episode. It's your boy Gabe again, aka Fly.
and Lisa.
You already know.
Why the fuck did I do that? I don't know why I did that. I check you guys out next week.
Later.